Hey guys, welcome to Just Be Creative, and I was just wondering today we're going to be doing something fun today, and we're going to be working with this. Now let me show you this really cool trick, and I'm going to be talking about today, and I'm going to be talking about parties and what kind of parties I've been to, and I'm going to be using this for my emphasis. Like, okay, so here's the thing about parties. I love going to parties, especially like school parties. Like, I've been to birthday parties. I will admit that I've been to birthday parties before when I was a kid. You know, I've been to like that kind of stuff. But I love my family's parties because when we are a party, especially when you're in a Cuban Spanish family, our parties are really big because like the whole family gets together. We all have a good time. We're like, we'll have a good time. We're like, like, you know. And time to start it. There we go. So, anyway, so when we get together for a party, we're all like, yay! We all have fun. We go like, yay! And we all have fun, you know. And I love family parties because they're like that's fun. Now in Cuban family parties, we have like pig, chicken, pork, maybe some salad, but it's all big get together. The whole family gets together. We'll have a good time, And that's the most important thing. When you go to a party, have a good time. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? That's what's the most important thing, is to enjoy yourself. Because I remember when I went to the last family party to get together, and that was like, I think a few years ago. When my cousin got married. One of my cousins, she was getting married to this guy, and unfortunately, it didn't work out for her. So I don't really know. I don't know the details, but from what I heard from her, it didn't work out that well. I feel bad for her because she loved this guy so much. But according to her, it didn't work out that well. So, I feel bad for her, but, it is the way it is. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah. I remember we would get together for, like, family parties and have fun. Or, because, it's an excuse for us to have, like, a barbecue or, because I love barbecue myself. I'm a huge barbecue fan. I love barbecue. I love barbecue cooking, So do you guys have any recipes for barbecue chicken or for like other stuff? Or like barbecue, like... Yeah. And in Cuban culture, we eat a lot of pork. So we eat a lot of like a lot of pig meat, Like we eat a lot of pork, But we keep the skin on the pig. We don't take the skin off. That's the thing. I remember my uncle showed me this whole pig, and it was huge. This thing was big, man. I mean, you ever seen a pig that's really empty to carry inside? I mean, it was so huge. So anyway, have I been to school parties? Yeah, I have been to school parties once, a long time ago, when I was a kid, but not anymore. So anyway, we have fun in these parties because it's like really fun. The whole family gets together. They all have a good time. We have cake. My favorite kind of cake is chocolate cake. I love chocolate cake. So anyway, if you guys have a favorite party to go to, let me know. Let me know what kind of party it was. Was it like a celebration party? Was it like an anniversary party? Let me know what it was. Now my family has a good time. We all have a good time together. We all try to have fun. Anyway, we all have a good time. We all have like a really good time. And that's the most important thing. In my honest opinion, that have a good time, have fun, enjoy your time with your family, because you never know what's gonna happen. We got 9 minutes left. So the most important rule for having parties is having fun. And that's the most essential thing. And also the other most important rule is to make sure the wheelchair is accessible too. Cause I remember the last party I went to was for a wedding, and I was really miserable because I was stuck in the regular wheelchair and I couldn't get around. I couldn't mingle with the guests. I couldn't enjoy my time. I was just so miserable. I couldn't enjoy myself. And my cousin goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I go, "It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I understand. I understand. And I really do understand because it's kind of difficult to please everybody. You know what I mean? Especially at your wedding. I could tell my cousin was nervous. I was at her wedding. I saw the whole ceremony. I could tell she was nervous about getting married. But there are places I've been to where they're wheelchair accessible, like the mall I've been to. It was completely wheelchair accessible. I could get around. I could look around. I didn't have to worry about getting into crowds, getting out of crowds. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. This world isn't built for the disabled. That's the thing. You don't get that. This world isn't built for people like us with disabilities. You know what I mean? Because we have to struggle with certain things, I'm still struggling with certain things, and I'm already an adult already, so it's like, But it's worthwhile struggle. You want to know why? Because it's just humility mostly. You're humbled by the whole experiences. You know what I mean? So anyway, I love parties. I'm into like all kinds of parties. Now the one thing I don't like about birthday parties is the clown. Clowns are creepy. I know people think clowns are funny. They're really hilarious. But to me, they're creepy. They're creepy. Last birthday party I went to with the clown, I just ignored the guys, and I'm not because I didn't want to be part of the party because I don't like it. And the kid from the birthday girl was like, "Come on over, Joshua, check it out." I'm like, no, I'm fine here. I'm alright. I can't stand clowns. I was the teacher, and the teacher and this was during summer school, and the teacher was the guy, and I was telling him like, I can't stand clowns. Seriously, you can't stand clowns? Seriously, dude. I just straight up told him. Like, okay, just go by the computer then. Oh, thanks. No problem. He was a really cool guy. Summer school teacher. So anyway, if you ever go to a party, here's one thing you should make sure if you're in a wheelchair. Make sure it's wheelchair accessible. Or Or you can call the person ahead of time and say, hey, does your place have wheelchair access? Can I get around? And they go, oh, yeah, sure it does, yeah. Yeah, it does, don't worry. We took care of it. Oh, thank you so much. That's the thing I want to emphasize in this video. Make sure whatever place you go to is wheelchair accessible. Basically, you can get around. Because not in other places are wheelchair accessible. Even though they say they are by law, they're probably not, you know. Do a background check on the places you go to, you know. Find out their history, find out if they have a history of discrimination against disabled people, you know. Do your research. Go online, talk about the reviews, look at any video testimony, you know. Anything that will help. So when you go to a party, make sure it's wheelchair accessible. And make sure you tell a friend or a relative that you're disabled, or that you're in a wheelchair, or if you're a walker, you know, you can't walk very far, you know, or if your friend knows it, and if your friend or family member knows that, then make sure your place is wheelchair accessible, so you can get around, you know. At least that's what my cousin did. She made sure the place was wheelchair accessible. The video is going to be called I Like Parties. I think that's a good title. I like parties. I like parties. Yeah, that's a good title. Okay, show me. Let's just him up. We got 2 minutes, guys. So I'm gonna ask this question. What do you guys think of this video? You know, what do you guys think of what I talked about today? I just want to talk about something random. You know, I just want to do something random. Okay, we got about 1 minute left. So, anyway, I'm gonna ask you guys one final question, and then we're gonna end the video. What do you guys think of this video? And then in the comments, okay? Alright, we're about done here, guys, so I'm gonna end this video right now, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Goodbye, guys. See you next time. Bye! Adios, my dudes. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!